Okay, I think this is like the most random and spontaneous video ever of me. Literally, this microphone is not even on. Guys, I'm not prepared at all. I've been making so many excuses to not make videos because I lost my camera. I didn't lose my camera. I forgot my camera on the plane. Okay? Yeah. That happened to me. Yes, I was that person that ass stood up on the airplane, just left the seat, and then 2 days later I realized, oh, I don't have my camera. It's still on the plane. And to this day, I don't have my camera. So a little bit of context. This microphone usually connects to the Osmo camera that I was always filming on, and that I felt always very comfortable with filming, because it's like this little stick, you know, and it's like this little screen. You don't even really see yourself when you're filming, and it's just so nice. And I lost this camera, my beloved camera, and now I have to film on my phone, and this doesn't even work. It doesn't even connect with my phone. But we're just gonna, you know, fake it till I make it, I guess, because I'm just gonna pretend like this works, because without, I feel so awkward. I don't like just talking like this. I like to have like a little bit of you know, like feeling of, you know, this is a microphone, I'm talking into the microphone, to the camera. Anyways, I'm done making excuses for myself, and it's more about what I say. And honestly, guys, today I have a really interesting topic for you guys. I have a really interesting topic. I have no preparation whatsoever. I literally just, it ran through my head. I was like, I want to talk about this. And now it just like started recording, so I'm just gonna talk about it. Okay, guys? If you're interested in this or not, just stick along. You're gonna see. Okay, so today's topic is very niche and very interesting. I love this topic so much. So in today's topic, I'm gonna talk about how we should learn from children, like young, you know, like, you know. So how should we like learn from children, and what can we copy from them, and also what should we bring into our lives that we did back in the days when we were all young and tiny and small and innocent, when we didn't know yet, you know, what's out there. Should I just like find my zen for a second, like calm a little bit? I feel like I'm so like on edge and on energy. Okay, yeah. Basically, I think that we should really look at children more and admire them more. Because what do you mean? You've been on this earth for like what, 2, 3, 4, 5 years? That's nothing. And you do all of this shit. Like, if you look at children, okay, I'm not a children's person, by the way. I don't like kids. I don't like kids, okay? I can't deal with them. They're just overwhelming me. I feel lost around them, okay? But I think part of the reason I don't like children is like, it just baffles me every time I see a child that they're like so new to this world, and there's like gigi gaga, you know, the gigi gaga in their brain is so there. But at the same time, they be walking, they be talking, they be painting, they be doing all of this shit. Like, what do you mean? Who taught you this? How are you able to do so much already at this age? Like, I've been there also, I think. I don't know. I don't remember, and my mom never told me if I was a smart kid or not. I don't know. I think I was that child, actually, that was just like in the corner drawing like this, you know, like I don't know. Probably. But anyways, my point is that I'm just always very baffled by children having such a personality already at such a young age, and you know, just being sure kind of what they want to do, like in their, you know, time of life on this earth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you see children just like going for the ball and just kicking the ball, or like seeing a pen and being like, oh, I'm just gonna draw with this, like, that's amazing. That's amazing. And I think this is essentially it. I think the point is, the difference is that children are just so innocent, and not like, obviously, like, they don't know what's going on. They have not learned about taxes or fucking you know, reality stuff. Like, they don't know about war, they don't know about politics, they don't know about Trump, they don't know about anything that's going on in the world. And so their main focus is just being curious about the world they're like so new to. And I think this curiosity is something that we're losing over time because we're just like getting used to it. Like the longer we're on Earth, the more we get used to things around us. But I think honestly, that's just what made such a difference for me in my life, is going back to this curiosity of literally being a child. Like kind of like unlocking your inner child. Like everyone has an inner child in your spirit, soul, whatever. I don't know where it is, but somewhere here there's mini Mila, you know? That's why she's also so happy right now, because literally like this has been my childhood dream to be here in Korea. I don't even know if I mentioned that. I'm in Korea, by the way, right now. Yes, we're in Korea. 안녕하세요. And yeah, like, I don't know. I can feel my inner child being so like, oh my God, this is happening. So yeah, anyways, I think it's really important to come back to this curiosity of your inner child and looking at the world literally like as if it was your first time. Trying to do that as much as possible. Like, not even the nature of the surroundings, also interactions, languages. There's so much shit in this world. Have y'all thought about this? Like, how much shit there is actually in this world? You can do so much shit. There's so much to do in this life and on this earth. Like, imagine being a fucking pigeon. Your whole life purpose is to walk on like a dirty street all life, and people just like kush all your fucking life. Imagine that was your life, you know? Or a fucking bug or a mosquito. You don't want to be a mosquito. You're a human. You can literally do so much. Like, there's so much you can do. Like everything that's around me, you know, everything someone invented, someone made, someone, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like I find this truly fascinating how much there is actually. There's so much shit in this world. There's so many hobbies you can take on. There's so many languages you can learn. There's so many cultures you can experience. There's so many recipes you can cook. There's just so much. There's so much. And please just see the world more in curiosity. I think that's what I always learn from children when I see them. I'm just like, whoa, you're so interested in your surroundings, and that's so nice. And I always ask myself, when did we lose that? When did this go away? And also, like, honestly, for myself, I've been realizing I also learn better if I sometimes act like a child. What that means is, for example, if I want to paint and I start overthinking painting and what I should paint and where I should begin, I just literally take a crayon, you know, these things that we had in kindergarten, and just like, I literally start I do this in my workshops as well, my watercolor art workshops. I literally just tell my students, my clients, my participants to, like, I set a timer and I give them a paper and crayons, and I just tell them to like just do anything and not think about it, and just like draw like a child. Like, it doesn't matter, just start, you know? It's that easy, it's that simple. And I always do this when I feel overwhelmed, when I want to be creative. And also, for example, in languages, I mostly learn languages like children learn languages. Like, when they're on, you know, the earth and like new and stuff, like, they're just like like they don't know how to express themselves yet. It's really interesting how they learn. They don't learn with a textbook, do they? Did you ever see a 1-year-old study a textbook or learn for a fucking vocabulary test? I don't think so. But do they master a whole language in, like, I don't even know, a year, 2 years? When do children start? Wait, that's actually something that I want to know. When do children start speaking a language? Children begin talking in clear stages starting from birth and leading to full sentences by age 3. Birth to 6 months, early sounds. Babies communicate by crying, da da da. Oh, ah, baba. 18 to 24 months, word explosion. Toddlers learn new words quickly. By age 2, they use about 50 words. they begin to combine two words into simple phrase like more milk or bye bye daddy. See, that's exactly what I find like very admirable. I remember this. I was on the train the other day on the subway in Seoul here in Korea, and there was a baby like on the train with the dad and the mom. I think this baby was like max 2 years or something, and this train started going, and this baby just said, "Train, go faster." I was like, what? Like, to me that's so crazy that we, like, you know what I mean, like faster. That's a conjugation. That's like literally like not the train go fast or something like that, like faster. Like, how do you know this at this age already? But you know what it is? It's just they are observing. They're observing everything in their surrounding. They are curious. Because they have to. Literally, they have to survive. Like, if they wouldn't be this way, they wouldn't know how to speak because they can't read. They can't take vocabulary tests, can they? So literally they have to be curious enough to learn like this, like quickly, you know? They have to listen. And this is literally how I learned every language that I mastered by myself. Like Korean, Moroccan Darija, French. I had French in school for 4 years and I didn't learn shit. And all my family also speaks French from my mom's side. So literally like I had this language in front of me my whole life, but I never got a word out, like a sentence. I never got a sentence out, a proper sentence. 4 years of learning it in school. And you know when it really like hit me and I started like speaking properly? I was in Senegal and Mauritania, and there I was forced to speak French. And I swear to God, I don't know what happened there, but like my French like just like exploded. And I do think like the years of learning it from the textbooks and everything did give me a base, but still, like, you don't learn this way. You don't learn this way naturally. And this is, by the way, not only for languages. I'm just taking this as an example, okay? But this literally goes for almost anything, I would argue. I think, obviously, I cannot really speak about medicine or law or something like that. I'm really not an expert on that, okay? But I think anything that has a practical part in it, you can learn this way. This is how I learned photography. Photography, literally, I was curious about it. I was like, okay, what's this? I wanna learn. I just, bought a camera. I had a camera in my hand and I just started being curious about my surroundings. That's it. Like, I started being curious about, ooh, this composition seems nice. I wonder what I can do with lightning or shadows, or just being curious. When have we stopped being curious, guys? Why are y'all not curious anymore? It's honestly, it's just me. For example, I was back home in Berlin, like, I don't know, like everyone sitting on their phones outside, not capturing anything anymore with their eyes, and not really like acknowledging where they are, like not being at their feet, just like staring into their feed. That was a wordplay. And I think this is honestly a lost art, and we should come back to that. Curiosity. Like, if you switch judgment with curiosity, your life will change. Your life will change. Trust me on that. If you switch judgment with curiosity, you will start being more present. You will start having more conversations that will help you grow. You will have more opportunities, because what it is essentially is that you're not ruling out anything because of your judgment. You're just curious about anything and everything. So you will be able to talk to all sorts of people, experience all sorts of things, try out all sorts of hobbies or like activities. Like, if you're not judgy about things in general, and this also includes you, if you're not judgy about yourself, if you're just curious about what your brain can do, if you're curious about what you're capable of creating, instead of judging yourself for not being good enough or not being experienced enough, everything will change for you. Trust me on that, okay? And I think this is exactly it, that children are not really judgy. They don't judge a lot. They are taught to judge at some point, for sure. Like, I think in primary school it starts. Like, we're not born with this, okay? We're not born with judgment and with hatred. We're not born with racism. We're not born with sexism. We're not born with this low esteem. We're literally just learning it on the way of becoming an adult, which is amazing. I love that. Sometimes it's good for us to, instead of always saying that children are, you know, childish and we shouldn't take them serious and they don't know yet of the real world, you should learn from them, because that's like the purest form of human. Do you know what I mean? Because they haven't been confronted with all of this fucked up shit that's in our world. Like, they're just pure human. I really hope that we can just like come back to this version of humanity, you know, this innocence, this just being curious, just hanging out, just trying out things. I don't know, that would be really nice, but I know that's really unrealistic. Anyways, I think it's time for us to unlearn a lot and go back to our roots in a way. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm honestly also like, my mouth is dry from talking so much. I've been talking for 20 minutes and I need to refill my water and drink some water, and then I will stop procrastinating and finish my vlog. Yeah. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this little talking session. Let me know what you think of this whole topic. If you have any ideas what I can talk about next time, let me know, because I feel like now I kind of broke the ice of, like, I started this whole format a while ago and then I stopped because I didn't lose my camera. I forgot my camera. I shouldn't. I'm just, I'm so mad at myself. Honestly, I'm so mad at myself, but you know what? It is what it is. I made up so many excuses for not like doing this because I don't have the right gear and but I do have it, you know. I'm just making up excuses. So anyways, I'm gonna try to make these like more often now because this is fun. I love talking to myself. I don't know, like this is really interesting. I'm actually like surprised about what's in here. Like, there's so much in here, so I really want to do this more often to just let out my thoughts about the world. And also, if anyone wants to sponsor me and send me a new microphone because this is literally not working, then hit me up, please. I need a new microphone that I can eat. Anyways, cut it here. See you soon, guys. Mwah.